stadium buzzing. Kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Out of bounds at the 43, and he took that one back not too far from midfield. Great job by the return team. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Sparks. Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Second down for this offense. The corners are walked up tight. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Bell.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. A strike downfield. And it's in there for a touchdown.
Yards after catch. That's what this guy gives you. That was a simple slant pass. He caught it, made guys miss, showed you the speed, and it was pay dirt from there. What can you say about this guy's athleticism, man? He is such a weapon.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Looking for blockers. He's out of bounds at the 25-yard line, gets it right back to the touchback position, and the offense will take over. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires on the move. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Snap to the back. And they are knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage as the defense declaws the Wildcat.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
The Bobcats need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Working that left side. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And the Bobcats will line it up on 1st and 10. Give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver comes in motion. Snap it to the back. Runs through the tackle. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Bobcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield, it's Sparks. As they have the ball at the 47.
And that's his 2nd big play for this defense. Man, he does such a great job locking into the quarterback, breaking on the football. 2 interceptions already in the 1st quarter.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47.
Easy. Check.
They'll leave it with him. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Off the play fake. Looking to buy time. Caught in the backfield, it's Bell. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
QB draw. Oh, he's got a chance. They believe in this running game, and they take it all the way down to the 25 before he goes out of bounds.
And you can see why it's so tricky for a defense to have to stop these draw plays. Everything the offense is doing is telling you pass. The quarterback, the offensive line, the running backs delaying. You've taken your deep drop, in coverage, and now you've got to rally and find the football and do it trying to avoid these big 300-pound bodies running at you full speed. Not an enviable task.
They're going to ride this running back. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Takes a handoff. It's Bell. Fights off a defender. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
Quarterback making adjustments. On third down, he drops to throw. He's going to run it. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14.
And he's really proven to this defense that he's just not a one-trick pony. He can beat you through the air, and now he can do this. Now he can take off and scramble, move the sticks, get his first down for his offense. This defense, they're starting to learn pretty quickly. This guy...
The end zone for the moment.
This offense can break off explosive plays, throwing it and running it and doing it in a variety of ways. And I like how they get their receivers involved. Nice job there on that jet sweep getting the first.
With the run on first and goal. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Penn State is down, but don't rule out some late-game magic. With that offense and the kid on D, who's the latest stud at linebacker, anything is possible. They're trailing by 11 to Indiana. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Power football with the run. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They're going to test the right side with this one. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Give to the big fullback. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Don't complicate things. Give it to the big fella. By the way, the fullback who blocks all the time, does all the dirty work. Hand it to him, let him plow ahead, Palmer, and get that first down.
Are we in a time warp? Like, what year is this? Is this
There he goes. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
They'll try to get outside. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Leaves it with the running back. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. And the Bobcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Texas State.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
First and 10.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. On the ground, it's Bell. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard. So you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Wants to throw on 1st down. Sets up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Wants to throw again. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football all over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback, affecting him, and even better, getting him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack.
Here we go. Hornet. Ready.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Reddick. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone.
Kansas State offense will take over. 1st and 10.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The Bobcats are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Looking for a man. It's Sparks. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the 1st down at the 41.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Rush is on him. He's open on the right. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll take a deep shot here. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on first down. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half.
Cut. Here we go.
The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Finds his man in the middle. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half.
325 timber.
To the air on first down. Under fire. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play, the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Here's the pressure. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer, because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there.
Well, that time on third and long, they just took what the defense gave them. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up fourth.
They might need a telescope to find the first down marker, but they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. They'll stop him at the 37, and the defense comes up with a big pick.
Man, it's so frustrating as a coach, because you go into half and you're like, listen, this is what they've been doing. This is what we're getting. let's go out and execute. And what do? First drive, you throw an interception, you turn the field position to the other side, create momentum immediately. This is an absolute disaster to start the second half.
Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball support.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through.
Breaks into the open. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Browning. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Just a short, beautiful in football, then the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers, it freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run, and then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
And the Bobcats get enough for the first down.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long, and here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Direct snap. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Hand off to the fullback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Sparks. Looking for the score! And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Quarterback and receiver on the same page there on the curl route. Nice job by the receiver finding the soft spot in zone and just settling down, making that throw a whole bunch easier.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Wants to go up top on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. Pulls and fired complete. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Wants to throw on first down. Flips it out on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Off play action. Steps away to find some room. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Second down, he'll throw it. Grab near the marker. It's Poe. Turning it on. All the way in for the touchdown. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Here comes the option. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and Looking to throw, it's Sparks. He's going up top. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in.
Going over the top. Got it in stride inside the 20. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. The Bobcats are on the move.
Here we go.
Now from inside the red zone. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. On first down, here comes this offense. He wants to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. From the gun, running back on the move. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Want this defense spread out across the width of the field, 5 wide on second and goal. Quickly complete. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bobcats.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good as they close to within a touchdown, 24-17. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Boston College is on top, but it's not like Matt Ryan or Doug Flutie are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 10 over Texas A&M. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that time the defense dialed up a free safety blitz. They were able to get an extra number in the pass rush. Offensive line, running backs, they couldn't account for it. And that free safety able to get to the quarterback.
To the air on second down. Tight end finds a soft spot. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Shotgun snap on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
To the big fullback. They stop him in his tracks, tried to sneak that fullback loose, and nothing doing.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Going to swing it on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. So will the defense try to keep it all in front, or will they go after the quarterback here and try to end it? He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
They're dealing with a second and long. Now on the move.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play, because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big third down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He stopped right there, short of the first down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the fourth, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. Fires to the wideout. Makes a catch, goes to get some points. And the Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Dropping back, it's the Sparks. It's caught. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
And first down for the offense.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A 1st down for the offense.
Military stun! Military stun!
These corners backing off a bit. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Texas State!
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one, and they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll try the run. And some room to work. Turning on the Jets. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Finds the finish line for the touchdown.
Man, what a great job with the execution in a moment where you had to have it. You score the touchdown, you take the lead. There's less than a minute to go in this game. All your defense has to do now is get a stop and you win.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
First and 10.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Back to pass, it's Sparks. Using his legs to buy some time. Got a man, it's Johnson. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got it at the 20. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left.
Called by the defense.
They've really got this offense humming. Just a fourth play of the drive, and it's first and goal.
great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do, just like practice. Knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And now they're going to go for two, and the possible win, and this crowd rises up to try to make it tough. Fires to the tight end. He will get there, and they take the lead with a two-point conversion. What a gutsy call. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
First and 10.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll move the wide receiver. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Gotta find a completion on this one. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's English. There he goes. They'll bring him down as he bulks up those numbers, but not the most important one as they'll come up short in this game. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. He didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.